Good morning. I have some pear juice. I have some bread with butter. And I want to talk about things that are bothering me. And I actually need to take this out of my chest because internally, maybe it's getting serious. In the last 5 or 6 days, my right hand, I've been hurting myself. Not on purpose, but my dog, his tooth got in my finger. Yesterday it was with my ring. The other day I was, gardening, you can say that. And, well, there was this bubble of air, you can say it like that. But then it turns into liquid, and then it turns into a bacterial liquid. I'm trying to explain it, but I don't know if it's working. Yeah, and I burst the bubble, and now it's better. But now I feel like my hand is slipping. Do I know how to translate it to English? There's a technical term, I'm sure. And yeah, now I'm at that phase. So 3 things happened during the week, and now my hand is getting sleepy. This is the right side, so the right side is the woman. And metaphysics of health usually tell you something about your hands, or maybe there's a lot of people who don't know this or who don't believe in this, and of course you always need to check a doctor because you need to check a doctor. It's not, oh, I feel this. Maybe it's just I need to psychologically, you need to solve some things or some traumas or whatever it is, and maybe that pain will stop. But what if that pain is already evolving so much that you already have a disease? So we cannot, I don't know the word in English. It's like I have to let my ego down and a lot of other things, and maybe this can be getting serious, so I need to take care of it. Right now it's just I hurt myself, not on purpose, by circumstance, and now my hand is getting sleepy, so maybe I should, check it if this doesn't stop. But I think it will stop, because if you go and search for metaphysics of health, or maybe that it is another word in English, I have to search. I've searched in Portuguese, but I haven't searched in English, so we're not focusing on that. We're focusing on I need to maybe do what I came to do to this world, or at least to my world, to my universe, to whatever it is. And maybe I'm not doing it, or maybe I try to do it, but I'm afraid of a lot of things, and I think this is getting, I'm not doing it because I'm afraid of things. I'm just not doing it because I'm repeating something again and again and again, and I'm stuck at the same place. I already know what I want. I know something to do with clothes, psychology, and dance. Dance I can do as a hobby, Clothes, I can try to build it to an empire, but I'm afraid of a lot of things, and I'm running away from it because I'm stupid. Let's face it. I'm not dumb. I'm not a scientist person. I'm not the most intelligent person in the world, but I'm not dumb. Let's face it. And you know, as I search and search for things that have to do with, intelligence, or how to be more confident or show confidence. Like, this is not showing confidence. I should be looking into your eyes and talking to you and, you know what, say what I have to say without being afraid of what people are going to think. Oh, she's doing this, or it's going to be another failed thing because she's tried so much and it never worked. And I say "and" a lot. Don't try to be critical with me because I'm already so critical. Let's face it, you won't be more critical about myself than I already am with myself. So, I'm just here to do my own thing and do what I actually love. That's what I don't know. I'm sure that I have a lot of reasons that I was born into this world. And one one of those reasons is this. Maybe by helping you, I'm helping myself. Or maybe I'm not. Because I shouldn't be always expecting something out of it. You know? I'm speaking in English because I'm more comfortable. Yeah, this makes me more comfortable. What else? I'm eating, but I'm not that hungry because I think too much. I go to bed thinking. I wake up thinking. People ask me if I'm okay. I'm not bad. I'm not feeling bad. I hope, I think, I don't have health issues. Maybe I have a stomach bug and that needs to be treated. Maybe a bacteria, but that is going to be solved. Right now it's okay. In January it was worse. Really the worst that I've been. It was in January. Now I'm feeling much better because I'm trying to take care of myself, and as I learn, well, I get to know my body, I get to know my head, my way of thinking, my psychological ways of responding to many things, and I'm getting better because I work with my brain, I work with my body, and now there's the hand thing, I'm always focusing on something, or because I have a airline. Do you say like that? Yeah, my hair. See, now it's getting sleepy. I'm always worried. Oh, my teeth are like this, or I have acne on my skin. Sometimes I worry about that. Or when I focus too much on something on my body or my skin, or it's because I'm trying to hide something, and that something is what I actually want to do with my life. That is, I'm not focusing on that because I'm running away from it, and that's bullshit. And I'm mad at myself because why are you doing this again to yourself? You've done it so many times. Do you need it again? No, you don't fucking need it. And I'm sorry, I need to curse because I'm really mad at myself. And there's another thing. One thing is like, oh, your skin is not good, your hair is not good. it's not because of other people, it's because of myself. I'm not criticizing myself because of others. I'm criticizing myself because I'm trying to run away from something. And there's another thing. When I try to run away from my things, I try to focus on others or others people's things. Like, oh, she's not doing this. She's not taking that action in her life, and I have to help her or help him. Or I need to tell them what to do. No, I need to tell myself what to do. I need to tell myself, what I need to do to make my life better. Because they've been here longer than I am. If they haven't figured it out by now, I can, help in little things. But I'm not going to always be helping them. And sometimes I use that as a distraction. I am helping them because I'm afraid of doing it myself in my own life. My dog is a mirror of me. When I'm mad, he's mad. When I'm afraid, he's afraid. And maybe you're like, maybe, this thing on your hand, it's you. It's me running away from me. Which is so fucking stupid. I am so freaking fucking mad at myself. Because I am doing something. I know I am doing something. But it's very frustrating sometimes. Because you're doing this to your own self. It's like, thank God, the universe, let's call it whatever we want to call it, okay? I don't know. I'm the one who is stopping myself from doing things. And that's that. You are the only one you are your own and worst enemy. And that there are so many phrases that are so cliche. So stupid, even what I'm saying is, cliche, whatever. But there are so many things that you do to yourself that are only stopping you from going further. And I hear this, I love to watch podcasts I try to use the technologies to be a better person. I'm not saying if you use social media that, because I've used it before, but now I don't want to use it. I'm very uncomfortable. I feel myself, but I don't want to post it. Why? Because I'm afraid of being judged. I'm afraid of failing again. That word, afraid, fear, is the worst thing. And at the same, the best, because you need to have boundaries. But at the same time, those boundaries exist, but you gotta live. Let's be honest. You gotta live. You can't be all afraid all the time. And I watch these podcasts and I learn so freaking much about so many things, about confidence, about eye contact, about, I don't know, politics. I don't like politics. But I'm trying to learn more about it, I don't like to watch the news, but I still need to know what's going on around the world. I should, care more about what's happening in my country, but I like to learn what's happening in America or Salvador, or I don't know. Is it because it's trending, or because some things are not working, and I love to learn about that. And I like clothes at the same time. I like reading. I like making my brain work. I like learning. I like, you know, I love spiritual things, to learn more about it. Animals talk to me. Wait, it's not like that. Like numbers. Like they, when you see too much of a number, when you see too much of a type of bird, of a butterfly, there's some certain things that pass through you every day, and they mean something, and maybe you don't fucking care about this, and maybe you don't believe any of this, you think all of this is bullshit, and it's okay. I don't care. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. It's like, of course, people have their opinions as I have mine. I'm very critical of others. I'm very critical of me, of myself. I'm trying to get better at it. I think I am better, but I still have a lot of work to do. Yeah. I need to get this out of my chest because I just need to breathe. I'm breathing, you know. I have things that I do, I try to do every week. Some I do every day, and some I do every week. So that I keep my head straight. And I want to talk about that too. Keep in mind that I'm just trying to do my own best to live a reasonable life in terms of I just don't want to be another human who's sitting here doing as the government says, that I have to work this and I have to pay this to the government, and so when I'm almost 70 I will receive this money, and I will, you know, after I stop working or if I have a problem they will give me money. I don't know, and I have to have a mortgage, and I have to be in that, you know. Do you understand? Is my diction. That people have to be in debt to buy a house, to buy a car, to buy whatever the fuck they have to buy. I don't like that. Maybe I don't like that because I don't like responsibilities. But, well, I'm sure it's not only because of that. And you might think differently. I'm going to say this a lot of times because not everyone needs to think equally to me. And it's totally fine. And if you don't like it, you just have to go to another one. Someone who says something that goes with your ways of thinking, with your ways of being raised, you know, since you were a child. Because a lot of the things that I think have to do with that, you know. A lot of things that I felt when I was inside my mom's belly, excuse me, made me what I am today. And there's a lot of things that I learned. There was a person that entered my life, and maybe it was since I was, I don't know, maybe since when I entered school and I started to notice that I wanted to go outside of this country. I was always manifesting, but I was always so afraid. I wanted to go and work abroad, work in other countries, and or a country, one country. I wanted to go and work outside of this place, study outside of this country. Is my own country bad? No. But because of my own ways of receiving receiving information. Wait, this is not going. I'm trying, okay? You know, as you grow up, even if you're little, especially when you're little, you absorb these things from your father, your mother, or if you don't have, a father or mother, or vice versa, from or if you grew up with your grandpa or your grandma, or if you were adopted, there's a lot of options, yeah. You will learn from those people who raise you. If they scream, you will learn how to only be in a house where people scream, where people say bad names, or you just one day simply say, no, this is not good for me, and you get out if you can. I don't know. Or I'm trying to give you examples. Maybe sometimes I don't explain myself that clearly, but yeah. Or if you live in a happy household, it's more likely if your parents or your mother or your father, they always support you. Of course, you will always be very confident about the things you are doing. If they don't support you, of course, this won't go anywhere, right? What I'm trying to say is, sometimes my brain stops, okay? I have to go back because I've talked about so many things, because I don't want to look in myself in the eyes, because I want to say what's coming to my mind in this moment. I want to be as truthful as I can, but at the same time, I'm trying not to say bullshit, because, impulsive thoughts may bring impulsive words. I'm not saying bad words, but sometimes. But, you say everything that comes to your mind. And what was the point of all of this that I was saying? The point is, the way you are raised has a lot to do with what I'm feeling today, that I'm much better at it, because I've been working, I don't know, maybe for 3 or 4 years, my psychological side. And there was this person who helped me a lot. Yeah. And I'm feeling so much better. I love to talk. You don't know. Usually, not now, because it's going to be hot, even though the sun won't come out. Yeah, it's just clouds. Yeah. And what I'm trying to say is, when it was winter. Nowadays there's no winter, it's like tropical, yeah, because the climate is very fucked up, and I'm sure it's going to be worse. What I'm trying to say is, when I'm not dealing with things, or if I need to get things out of my chest, I usually, when it's winter, I would go into the woods, because I'm less afraid of snakes and all of that, and weird animals coming out, I will, and there's a lot of easier, the path is more open, because it's winter. When it's more sunny, they grow more, and there's a lot of the times there's no one cutting the grass, or in the forest cutting, the long things, yeah. And when it's winter, I go to walk with my dog for a long time, and I speak to myself. I speak to the woods. I speak to the trees, the birds, the butterflies, whatever it is, we speak. I speak alone. My dog hears me, and I guess he's used to it. Nowadays I don't speak that much, because, well, I think a lot with my mind, and I speak a lot to myself, yeah. that usually helps me, but my thoughts are getting in my head. When I go to bed, I'm trying to get it out of my chest, but I'm getting it out alone. And people ask me, "Are you okay?" Of course, I'm okay. I have food. I have people who love me, even though they are not perfect. I'm not perfect either, even though there's some things. Yeah, I've accepted a lot. I'm not, as bad as it was before, I don't blame everyone because I know everyone has a past. And I'm better on that side. I don't have as much rage inside of me. I'm, more. But sometimes, the bear in me comes out and I... What I'm trying to say is I'm much better since I started this journey of... It's not an easy one, But at least I think people are comfortable in living a miserable life doing what you're supposed to do. Because everyone else does it. And you are not happy, and then you create a life, you create a family, you're in this job, or, there's a lot of people who do what they love, okay? But there are a lot of people that don't do it, and it's a shame. And we need to tell everyone, okay, so this is like, you need to tell everyone the way they were raised and the way the government, the world tells you have to act. You don't have to act like it. And now you're like, so people are going to be homeless. They don't have to have a job. Of course you shouldn't, you need to you have to have a way of income. But just let's do what makes us happy, what makes us fulfilled. I just want to, one day if I have kids, I want to tell them, please do what you love, because I'm 25, almost 26, and at 25, okay, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, it's now, in this past few years, months, that I've been working towards what I really, really, really want. And it's like, it should have been since I was a child. Like, girlie, what you want to do? You want clothes? You want to go to travel? You want to have income through that? Girl, do it. It doesn't matter. You're happy? Of course you can't harm others, That's my way of thinking. You shouldn't harm others, but just do it. I'm just me. My own self. I'm trying to find myself, and I've been finding myself. But I'm afraid of the unknown, and that bothers me so fucking much. Why are you afraid of the unknown when you can work a 9 to 5? I'm going to say a 9 to 5 in Portugal. Maybe it's not a 9 to 5, it's an 8 to 6. Why don't you do not bother with working a 8 to 6 job, and you are only helping others building their own project when you have one in your mind? It's not very strategic, or you have a plan saying this, I'm going to do this first, I'm going to do this second and third, whatever. I don't have a plan like that, but I know what I want to do. Why don't you do it? Why? What's stopping you? You have food, you have people who help you if you need. You have, you have clothes, you have a house. If you want a car to go do a 30-minute drive to go and get something, you can go. You have your own feet, your own legs, your own hands, your own eyes, your own mouth, and you're still doing nothing. And why the heck you're still doing nothing? Just tell me. There's people who are on wheelchairs. There's people who are blind. When I went to work, there's at least 2 times a week, I would always see these two. I think they were a couple. They were both blind. And the man, he was always smiling. Like, that is so fucking brave. It's like, this isn't going to stop me because I'm blind. And he talked to people. You know, he didn't let that, what happened to him, it didn't let him take power over him. He took power over what happened. See? What would I do if I was blind or on a wheelchair or if I didn't have an arm or whatever? It's not whatever, you know. It's something very big. What would I do if I had if I was in any of those circumstances? What would I do? If I'm bawling just because I'm not doing something that I should do and I have the resources, what would I do? If I was in a circumstance like that, I would cry I would walk my gay. I would bawl my cries out. My gay? Sorry. I'm not finding the right words, yeah. I would cry a lot. I would maybe be stuck in my bed, you know, being, I don't know. It was like the end of the world. I wouldn't know what to do. How would I do it? But I'm not in that circumstance, and I'm still complaining. How the time? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to understand. So, whoever you are, thank you for, you know, listening to me. I hope this is helpful in some way. I'm trying to help myself, and maybe I can help you because I'm trying to get this out of my chest and make myself do something for myself. I don't know where I'm going to put this. I want to use social media or platform or technologies in a way that I can help myself and help others. And yeah, I might make mistakes, but because, well, I'm young, we are young and stupid, and we get more stupid by the time, and I'm trying to get better at it. And it's okay, I'm going to make mistakes anyway. I'm trying to minimize them, you know? But it's life. Yeah. What else? Have a great day, night, whatever it is. Please do something that you love. I'm trying to do the same. It will be a path, you know. There's a lot of stairs. I still have to. I've been going through the stairs, but I have like a lot of stairs still to go up. Sometimes you go down, then you go up again, and then you go down, 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 then you go up again, and then you go and get some information and some learning you left in this stair, and then you go up again, and then you come down again because you're some stupid, yeah. Nice, yeah. Bye-bye. Have a great day. I'm comfortable now, so I don't want to go.